Hello Libra, welcome to my channel, welcome to Pink Flamingo. I am both a tarot and intuitive reader. In this reading, I'll be doing your week ahead for May 18 to May 24, 2025. I'm going to be doing 5 cards for your career and 5 cards for your love reading. So let's get started. Before we get started, please make sure that you're subscribed and also give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment if this video resonates. Take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, and also make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. All right, so I already shuffled, so let's choose 5 cards for your reading, for your career, 5 for your love. All right, let's see what comes out. King of Swords reverse, manipulative, severe, ruthless, loss of emotional control, misuse of power, weakness. I think you're working at a really toxic environment. You know, you're working with a lot of toxic people who are misusing their power. That's what I get. I honestly get you're working at a place where with not a lot of ethics, right? Not a lot of ethics. That's what I get. And I think it's making you kind of, you don't know what to do because you're a pretty ethical person, Libra. You weigh everything out, and I think that the fact that you're working at a place like this drives you nuts, honestly. But you don't know what to do because you need the money, right? You just don't know what to do. Yeah, it's kind of a tough situation. Let me know if this resonates. Okay, next card. We have the Death upright. Endings, new beginnings, change, transformation, transition, end of cycle. Yeah, I think you're gonna just honestly snap and like quit. You're either gonna rage quit or you're gonna like really like have a backup plan. You're either gonna quit and be unemployed for a while, or you're gonna have a backup plan, like find something else real quick and exit this place because it's really driving you nuts. That's what I think. Out of whatever is going on here, you're just like over it at this position. So definitely something else coming up for you. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands upright. Defense, competition, challenge, struggle, protection. Yeah, you're like, I need to leave this toxic place to protect myself, to protect my sanity. It's just like, it's nothing crazy, but it's just kind of stuff that makes you're either like, it's whatever they do to just boost sales. I'm getting it has to do a lot with sales. They're kind of like doing anything they can to boost sales, and you're kind of like quiet about it. That's what I get. I don't know. Like, you're just kind of like, you don't want to like get involved, but at the same time, by working there, you're like, oh my God, I am involved. Like, what do I do? And you're just gonna like whistleblower situation, but you also just want to leave. You know, you don't want to stay there. You want to just leave. You don't like your boss. That's what I get. And I honestly feel like it's really challenging for you. But you have to do what you got to do. You know, it's just not worth it. It's not worth you being stressed over it. That's what I'm getting. Let me know if this resonates. Regaining, losing control, mastery, choice, realms of myths, secrets. Yeah, there's some kind of secrets, you know, people's motives, and you just don't like it. I feel like you might have went through records, or you might have come across certain documents that you shouldn't have seen, but you did. I feel like there's a lot here, like a lot going on behind the scenes. And I just feel like you've had it, and I think it's time for you to move on. Let me know if this resonates. I never get messages like this, but for you, I did, you know. All right, next we have the Magician reverse, manipulation, poor planning, untapped talents, insecure, lack of confidence, narcissism. Yeah, you have a lot of narcissists around you at this job. You really do. And for some reason, I want to say like you're not being manipulated in a way where you don't know what's going on. You're not naive, Libra. You know exactly what's going on, but I don't think that they know that you know, and I think they're manipulating you. But I think you're only putting up with it until you find something else. You're like at that point where you're like, you want to quit, but you're like, wait a minute, I have all these bills to pay, kids, family, whatever. So you would have totally quit if it was the younger you who didn't have a lot of responsibility, right? But I think now you're just like, I need this job. What am I going to do? Blah, blah, blah. And so I think it's like this card is the magician is also telling me, like go into your untapped talents. Like this isn't the end of the world. Maybe you have other talents that you don't know about that you can use elsewhere. Meaning, like, be creative, Libra. Be creative. Maybe you can't leave this job, but maybe you have certain talents where you can do a side hustle and earn that way, and your side hustle can turn into your main hustle. Like, it doesn't always have to be black and white. Maybe if you're forced to stay here, like, for lack of a better word, if you really need to be at your position, maybe you can have untapped talents. You can, like, think of whatever you like to do as a hobby, turn that into a money making thing. Or, if you like to, I don't know, if you like antiques, example, if you like antiques, maybe you can start like going to flea markets or flipping antiques. Or like, if you like making jewelry, maybe you can start making jewelry and selling it. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. Like, maybe there's untapped talents that you're not using, or maybe there's something that you're good at but you never did a mastery of it, that maybe now you can master in on those things that you were good at and be great at it. That's what this card is also telling me. Let's see what else we got. What else is coming out? Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Frivolous, setbacks, poverty, false success, hustle. The false success isn't because you're not successful. It's because you're working for a bunch of unethical people. And I think it's going to crash. I think whenever you're at these places that are unethical, I think they can potentially close down as a business. And, since you work for them, you're going to be unemployed. And I know that this isn't the message that you want to hear, but that's what's coming out. So I just tell you whatever's going to come out. I'm not going to sugarcoat things, I definitely think that right now it's like a false sense of success with this company that you're at. I think that, yeah, you're making money now, but wait till whatever they're working on unethically comes to, like, in front of public information. If they close, it's false success for you. You're not going to be successful anymore. It's going to be a setback. But I honestly think that you need to have some sort of, like, optimism. I think you need to be on the lookout for other opportunities or side hustles, something to get out of this situation, because sooner or later everything's going to come crashing down if it's like a bad company, if there's any like bad things going on. I mean, that's the message I'm getting. I'm sorry, I have to tell you. If they're unethical, if they're like boosting sales up, or doing things that they shouldn't be doing, I don't know what it is, but that's the message I'm getting, then they're eventually going to get caught and you're going to be set back as a result. So Spirit's telling me to tell you to find other opportunities. Please let me know if this resonates. I'm sorry if it was a really depressing career reading, but that's what it's telling me. Honestly, I have to tell you what it's telling me, Libra. All right, so next is the love reading, Libra. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Even like I'm just telling you whatever I get. I'm really intuitive. And let me know if it resonates. If it doesn't, then don't. Okay, so all right, love reading. We have the Three of Cups reversed. Rumors, gossip, disloyalty betrayal, rejection. Okay, either you were with, oh, I don't like that. Either you were with somebody who was disloyal, or, I mean, this is a singles read, but if it's not, like, take whatever resonates, right? I do get a lot of disloyalty. I don't know why. I think whoever is your love interest right now, I'd be careful of them, all right? I'm just saying. That never comes out, but it did. Very rarely. So there's some type of disloyalty. Maybe they're talking to someone else on the side. I don't know. I'd be careful. I'd be kind of like, I don't know. It's not a good card. Sorry if your reading is so depressing. Okay, what's next? The Magician, upright, action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity, willpower, energy, potential, skills, creativity. Okay, this is air element. Okay, so it's either a breeze or a fierce wind. You're either going to slowly find out, or you're going to all, like, whatever this is going on, you're going to find out all at once. It's going to be like a fierce wind, or you're going to get little clues here and there about what's going on behind the scenes, right? I get Mercury. I get Virgo. I think this person is possibly a Virgo. Or I get air. It could possibly... I'm getting... Sorry, Spirit's telling me Sagittarius. I don't know why. Spirit's telling me Sagittarius. That's what it's telling me. So be careful of this person. And if you're not, like, exclusive, then I think if you're talking to someone or interested in someone, they might be, like, speaking to others. So just, having others around. So be careful of that. Okay, so next we have the Seven of Swords reverse. Revelation, freedom, being caught, punishment, everything in a part. See, I cannot make this stuff up if I tried, Libra. There's some kind of revelation. Someone got caught. Whoever, this person, you caught them red-handed, right? There's something going on. There's some kind of disloyalty that you caught them on. And yeah, you're rethinking, like, what went wrong, right? Like, it's just, you caught them, but, now and now you can, move on. All right, let's see. We have the King of Wands, upright, strong leader, power, charm, courage, mature. Okay, so I think that this next person that you're going to meet, Spirit's telling me that they're really successful. I feel like you're going to build something with them. I feel like your next love interest is gonna be your business interest. That's what I'm getting. I never get that, but that's what I'm getting for you. You are basic. That's what Spirit's telling me, that they're gonna be like your, like, life partner, but also your, like, romantic and business partner. You might build something with them, like an office, a business, I don't know, but they're definitely gonna be your partner in business as well as in love. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting. It's a fire element. They're gonna be a fire sign. I definitely see them being a fire sign. I feel like possibly like a cusp, like a November late November, early December. That's what I get. That's what I get. I don't know why this randomly came to mind. Their name starts with the letter E. I get E or C. I never really get specific messages like that, but I am. Let me know if that resonates. Anyways, okay, next I have the Ten of Wands, upright, burden, hard work, stress, procrastination, exhaustion, responsibility. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of responsibilities. I feel like with this next person, you're going to have a lot of responsibilities. You're going to kind of be partners in everything. And you're going to, like, see them all the time, right? You're going to be seeing them at home and at work. So just keep that in mind, that this next move, this next person is going to be in your life a lot, in a lot of areas. Just letting you know. All right, Libra, that's all I have for you. Please let me know if anything, like if this stuff resonated. Drop a comment. Also, make sure you're subscribed and give this video a thumbs up. All right, see you in my next one. Bye.